chimpanzee is... I fucked up with his bios somehow. Because he's like... Some part of this is all like hunter somehow. But then he's a brawler at the same time. So he doesn't want to have a hunting weapon. He wants a melee weapon. And that's a problem because he's constantly bitching about it. But if I give him a hunting weapon, he'll bitch about being a brawler with a hunting weapon. I can't win either way. He gets like shitty about that. I don't know how I messed it up because I know he's a brawler. But there must be one of those things that says that he's, you know, a hunter in there. Like, I don't know where it says it specifically. And none of that suggests that he's hunter. Or is it a work thing? Is this what it is? No. No, he's not set up to hunting. Why are you breaking? Is it because of the heat? No, it's because it's ugly. And you're awake at the wrong time. Let's be honest, that's your own problem. Now, those animals that are getting slaughtered, they're not... Yeah, I was going to say, they're not the good ones. This crop's like nearly there. Need them get this fixed up, sorted out. Sort of hovering around 15 degrees. Outside's 43, so it's, I mean, heat stroke territory. I guess I should... No, I can't make them start building other clothes because I need them to stay focused on these little hats. I've got 6 so far, but what kind of quality are they? Mostly good to normal. Pretty good. Not wasting any so far. Army is on it too. I do like how the hospitals come up, at least it's mostly clean. What the hell? What's your problem? Well, you would say that. Yeah, I should probably check for predators, hey? Only one at the moment. That's fine. I'll get them to hunt that. Crops are coming through, which is good, but I mean, they've still got more to go. At this rate, they'll be harvesting stuff too. So let's set up. I know some of that's ready to go. Tiny bit of that. I'll leave that for the moment. I will let them harvest that as they please, but I mostly want to leave that for the animals. I do need this area. I don't know if it ever grows back any denser than this kind of like sporadic kind of speckled. Food binge. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care if they food binge. I cared in the beginning, but I mean, it's mostly just food. As long as I've got enough of it, I don't really care. They'll get full. They might even give themselves food poisoning and snap themselves out of the mental state. We can only hope. This is definitely coming along. Down to 4 degrees, 32. I think I might need more windmills, honestly. It wasn't my intention, but until I can get good power, I'm getting some. What I actually want to have happen with this is to have the windmills on one side where possible and have like the solar going down the other side. That way I'm not having any of this kind of electrical stuff in close to the buildings. So if there's an attack happens, like yes, they might attack a section of electric sort of works or whatever. But since these are only going in so far, they're only going into one corner. They're only taking down one grid at a time, which means that the most important grid is legitimately this one. And what I need from it is probably more power than the others. So I need to harness this geyser, and that will get me going for that. That'll be the first geyser that probably goes down, will be that one, just so I can get this extra powered. Okay, so this is all doubled up now. It's about as doubled up as it can get, and it's down to 2 degrees, 2 to 3 degrees. This is 17, and that's still 21. I don't know if 2 passive coolers kind of doubles the extent of it. Maybe it does. You know what? I'm going to put a second one down, and we're going to find out. You there. As for this, it seems to be, well, it was working. I don't want to take it to any further because it's already at like minus 129. What if I put a vent on the back of this? Would that work for double installation? Temperature. I wonder if that's how that works. No, it won't let me put it there. Or that way. Obviously a fire, like, right there. I was hopeful that that might work, honestly. What I was thinking of doing was putting the air conditioners facing, like, here inwards. But then this whole section here is going to end up really, really hot. I could probably vent that out. Oh, the batteries are done. Okay. Solar panels will be next then. I don't think you can go straight to geothermal. Okay, so batteries. I know that Rumbo's on fire. It's okay. You'll figure it out. Let's get a couple of extra batteries on this one. I know that they're going to bitch about the aesthetics, but I don't care. I want to see this side improve, and probably over here for the TV. Try that so far. I want to fill up this whole area with it eventually. For God's sake, just put it out already. It managed to get just about everything on fire. I get that they're like fluffy and woolly and stuff like that, like a cloud or whatever, but I mean, it's a living creature. It should be able to do better than that. Let's see. Medical stuff. Yeah, let's cull some medical stuff off the map. So we've got that. This rain's going to be fantastic for this. They've almost got it. Once this is full, I'm going to extend up here. And hopefully that's going to give us some pretty serious food. Oh, no you aren't. I like your enthusiasm, but you're so not. No, you girls are on break. Just go kick your ass. Normally I use the psychic shock lamps, but all as I ended up finding out was they end up with like burn scars and they become like savants where they can't talk and stuff like that, and it ends up being really difficult, especially if they're like your main what the hell is Pujet? I guess it's an animal. Yeah, they go from being like your main person that you want to do trading to suddenly they can't talk or socialize at all. And you dropped your gun. Let's just save in case you die. You already had your right ear cut off. I was going to say, I'm like, they really went to town on that one. It's all because it's here. If it wasn't here, they would food binge or they'd destroy something. But it is here. So they'll just keep going nuts and trying to get it. And I won't let them if I can. Are you on fire? You better not walk back into it. I'm just not sure how to improve this place. It's sitting at around about 9 degrees, but that's just not cold enough. Perhaps more air conditioners are needed? I'm going to put in another windmill at least for now. We've got the battery in place. And my hope is that, you know, it's going to be enough to kind of bump up. I understand it's not going to be like, they're not all going to be the same, but I need this side to have a bit more power than that. And look, we've got some battery charge going. This side's throwing none. It's strange because with these next to it, they should at least have some surplus at some point. And to know that this side at least does is good. Side's not really drawing any electricity, just the basics. Are you on? That's what's wrong with that room. I'm like, why is it hotter than the rest? I didn't even notice this whole time. Speaking of, this room's slowly getting dirty. So we've got some animal filth. That's new up here. Which means that the panthers do make a bit of a mess. But they still haven't cleaned this room for me to be able to tell. I have to be more careful in the future. Make sure that the air conditioners aren't running. Bringing the temperature down nicely though. I'm going to see if 2 of them will bring it down lower. 2 degrees now. I still can't get refrigeration. I might end up having to take these to being like full length, like a rectangle or something, so I can get more in. Alright. I know I just built that extra line, but if that's not working... So close. Try one more. And do it. I'll try one more. Take it down by another 10. Currently 35 degrees outside. And it's currently 3 degrees inside. I just need it to peak underneath the negatives, you know? Just enough for it to be refrigerated, freezing. Okay. And they pass by pretty frequently, eh? Oh, I got a cough. I don't know if I've got that much blue fur yet. We're going for these talks. We've got 12. They all good quality? Yeah. Yeah, they're all looking pretty good. Right, I only need 25 and what was it? A short memory. 12. Okay. I might actually be able to do this quest. Got 18 days. Where are they? Yeah, they're not too far away. Should be able to make that if they finish making these hats. I should be able to make that. Is that silver? It is silver. Well, let's mine a little bit of that. It's mining set as low priority anyway, so I mean they'll get over here when they feel like it. Go. I do remember there's an ancient evil or whatever up in here that I've got to be careful with when I'm mining. I was mining compacted steel next to it. I actually don't mind the idea of storing rocks on this. Might actually fix that up. Ah, it's separated in 2. Okay, let's not have that happen. Let's just make you a bit wider. So that we've got you all included. Sweet. Now, clear everything. We will allow fresh and rotten chunks. Not steel. Just the stone ones will do. Copy that. The only reason why I don't mind having this kind of in this area is just because it's somewhere that already has to have the wood or whatever, some kind of flooring to be able to stop trees from growing. And if I'm not being able to use it for some kind of, you know, crop or storage or something like that, then it's wasted space. And I'm pretty sure I've only got one little spot near the base that's actually got this kind of thing. There we go. That's going to help, So I've got this spot here, and the only reason why it's here is just kind of like as they're bringing them in to be close to stone cutter part. But realistically, this will give the panthers something to play around with, especially if I end up setting like all of these rocks and stuff to falling. Pretty sure a lot of them are. It'll just bring them all in. This will just take a moment. There we go. I think that's all of them, except for these couple that are like right in the center. There. Okay. That means that I'm gonna have a good hefty little spot with stones. And the other thing too is I guess I like the fact of having like a cluster of stones around this sort of stuff, because I know that it doesn't affect the windmill at all. But it does neaten up out and about to prevent people from using these stones as like something to lean against when they're attacking me. Not that I've really had too many attacks yet. Still kind of getting here. At this point, I'm nearly able to harvest a lot of pepper. Tofu's hard at work, doing all the planting. Leave this for the animals, I gotta remember that. It's rotting. It's still only like 5 or so. It's like refrigerated. I'm gonna try building this structure up. I don't know how many actually do I want to take up. I kind of want to take it in line with this. But I'll do it. I'm gonna take this up here. And I'm gonna make it a 3-layer situation. There we go. That's not going to afford me a lot of space for this kind of thing, but I mean, I can only try. Is that 2? Yeah, that's 2. I'll try it with the 2. I'll get rid of all this stuff. Although, actually, before I do that, because they're likely to take that apart before I'm ever ready, I'll just pause that too, because I need to get the air conditioners in before they just go absolutely ham on this place. Kind of need. It'd be a bit frustrating because I still can't do what I need it to do. There. That'll be 4 immediately, and then I want a couple down here as well. So I'm thinking maybe about 3 up from where we are. So 1, 2, 3. Don't build that one, Acosta. That will give us 6 air conditioners in this lot. I might actually just keep that one there. So there'll be, what, 8? I have 8 air conditioners straight off the bat. And I can't have these spots made. What I do need is these spots removed so I can put air conditioners. I just realized what I'm doing. Geothermal thing is not going to be useful for this. Okay. Alright. That's going to mean I'm going to have to, if I want to make that space, I'm going to have to swap over probably, because I know it sounds silly, but I need this area to be growing, and I will need storage area eventually, but I don't need that area, and I don't think I can enclose that without it affecting the other area around it, or somebody potentially getting stuck in there and dying. I will continue building this, but I'm gonna remove the air conditioners. I'm gonna make this just dry storage. Sorry, that's gonna take a task, isn't it? Wow, some of this stuff... I guess some of this stuff I don't even notice until I'm about to do it. This is gonna be a bit of a flip. Oh, get rid of that. And that. Okay. Structures. Get rid of this. That, just in case I need air conditioning. And get rid of this stuff, all the stuff here. Make sure there's no roof, though. I might need more pillars. There's a good chance I'm going to need pillars in this place. Let's just shove one about there. At least going to secure that. Kind of need this to be more over. About there. So I don't know. I'll probably have to fix this up a little bit. But it will be fine. It will do. There we go. Okay. So we need this area. Basically, I'm going to have to copy this and literally just shove this in here for the moment. I'm also going to have to change the permissions in this area just to stop them from getting the animals and stuff in here. So you, delete. They all have to move that. To be honest, I wasn't expecting to have to do this. Probably going to want this moved over to here to be able to do food stuff. He's not a masterwork too. That's great. I think this is part of why I generally try not to get maps that have like caves. I'd love to play one, but I think my general indecisiveness for like how frequently I change building shit is would be so frustrating from the perspective of seeing that place afterwards. Be one indent there. Definitely getting them stuff to do. Okay. Could have actually moved that down by one, but I do want them to still get in here pretty quickly for their food and stuff. See if all that's moving, getting built up. Doesn't matter at the moment that it's got kind of this amount of space, to be fair. Really need that to be there. The exact same distance, right? Oh yeah, I put it up by like one. That doesn't. Oh, it's because I've got the double layers on here. That'd be why. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I don't know how well having a geothermic thing in here will affect it, and I will have to remove that pillar when I eventually make that, but I can't make them yet, so it's perfectly fine to stay there. I need one of these over here somewhere. And need it over by one brick. Take out this layer that I literally just put on here. You guys, I don't need you guys to leave these alone for a moment, but that's not going to do it because it's no electricity. Here I am thinking that's going to stop anything. Alright. Ah, I thought that was more centered than that. Okay. Anyway, that's a lot of like flying around and stuff, but we got there. What did you make? You made it. Oh, you made a masterwork version of that. Righto. At 18, nearly there. Get all this stuff moved up in there soon enough. They've got a lot to do. I mean, a lot of the animals are kind of roaming around Probably moving all the rocks and stuff like that. You guys really want to cook, don't you? Like, the short order isn't for, like, Pemmican right now. The short order is moving that particular cooktop. Alright. Well, until I can get all of this out and air conditioners put in, I guess that's the other thing too, is allocating where air conditioners go. Want it about there. And I do want it indented by a bit so that they're not kind of like right next to each other. What I'll need is probably one there eventually. And maybe even a midway section one, but we'll get to that. Also make sure we got some electricity coming through here. Yes, we can't go through stone, which is why I need that gone. Yeah, heat stroke. I'm not surprised. I can't really make it much better. Got an initial stage. Any of these working? Oh, they're not on. That's what the problem is. Goodness me. Okay, let's just toggle that. Somebody can run around and quickly switch all those on, and so people just aren't dying. Dude, stop eating that. Oh my god. Where's the thing? Thrombos. No. Bad thrombos. I completely forgot they get in and eat that stuff. This will be why my crops aren't getting very far. I will allow them to have some of this, just not all of it. Whatever doesn't, like, perfectly fit in the square. Or whatever. Most of that fits. Most of that one fits. But if they really want some rice, they can fuck off up here and get some rice. Yeah, that's pretty fair. Just beat the shit out of tofu. I wonder who started that. Yes. Okay, so we've got one more thrombo bed to go. Got a lot of building to get done right now, which is fair. They've got construction and stuff set up. I don't have much electricity running through here, so that's fine. And I'll just get the second layer of this started as well. That's wrong. Okay. Okay. So I'll need to have them make all this. What did I miss up? I don't even know if they're going to make all of this just yet, but as long as they don't trap themselves in there, it should be fine. 40-odd degrees outside. That really sucks for them. Oh, look at all this rice. Oh, if only it wouldn't expire in my inventory. It's so nice. I don't really need these little slots at the moment for the air conditioning. I might honestly keep one set. Be a bit of a waste of electricity in a sense, but I kind of think if you've got a geothermal thing and there's a potential for like heat stroke and stuff like that, maybe some level of refrigeration to combat it will help, because I'm not sure if that still keeps pumping out heat once you've got a geothermal thing on it. This battery's looking good though. There's so much extra though. I don't know about anybody else, but I frequently have these things blow up. enough batteries for the moment. Because I'm moving the electricity over here, I'm going to need another windmill. There we go. Alright. So I'm hoping, is this silver? Steel. Oh, that's fine. You're in a poor mood because you got insulted. Oh, tough titties. Yeah, we don't have much meat left, and we really don't have much in the way of actual storage. We do have a good amount of pemmican though, so at least we have some kind of long-term food, because like I said, the rice, even though we've got like, you know, 19,000 odd of it, I do not see that as long-term stores. The cats and panthers cannot eat it. We can tame the animals with it for sure, but my people are going to bitch about eating it, which is so funny because I mean, in a game like this, they literally just go, can you just imagine, like literally just go pick up some dry, uncooked rice and nibble on it? I'd complain too. And the worst part is the amount of rice that you could ingest before like it starts to swell in your stomach and becomes really painfully uncomfortable. Like it does make sense why they don't have the best time eating rice. Whereas like you eat a berry, it's kind of like already inflated to its maximum size to begin with. You eat it and it stays the consistent size inside you, you know? Now, how are we going for... We don't have any more marble, so let's get some marble cut. I was wondering about that. I'm like, they will stop working eventually once I run out of marble. Let's just move this up. There's no point it being second at the moment. Not making anything sweet out of slate. I would like to actually have, if I need to have a third layer around things, being like the slate instead, just because I think it looks nice and it kind of would look like a cool border. But they'll get to this as soon as we've got more bricks. At the moment we've got that. The room's 35. Let's get one of these coolers over here. Okay, so 2 passive coolers makes no difference. Okay, so I can't move it either. I actually have to just throw them in here. I feel like that's centered, but maybe here. Put it there. Oh! Fair. Who's cracking onto chimpanzee now? Really? Chimpanzee was the one to pursue somebody? Well, too bad. You're not getting a double bed, so fuck you. This no longer belongs to chimpanzee. Get the fuck out of it. Enjoy finding a new bed. Because you know what happens, right, is every time somebody shacks up with somebody new, it's always the guy that kicks the girl out of the bed, even if it's her room. Like, imagine you own a house and you start dating a guy. He literally just, like, shacks up with you, has sex with you a couple times, and then just kicks you out of your home. Like, as if that's the most normal thing, and then just moves the next chick in. I'm sure this happens to some people somewhere, and I'm really sorry that that happens at all, but this is not happening, not on my map. Not this time. I don't care how much they want to sleep together. Get some of these beds condensed up in here. There we go. I'm curious, this one's not pulling any additional energy. These ones are. But then again, they're only really powering lights and air conditioners. The heater occasionally. So I imagine that they would have that kind of surplus. And if anybody happens to know how these things blow up occasionally, or why they blow up occasionally, I'd love to know, because that happens to me so frequently. And I have no idea how to prevent it. As you can see, they're all filling up. And they're all starting to be like maximum as they can possibly be. But I've got no way to kind of like dispel that on stuff. And then other times I've got them when they look like this or like this, and they'll still blow up, and I don't know why. Alright, the cats will figure out their beds. You know, I think chimpanzee will probably end up getting one of like the normal beds, and it'll be what do you call it, in a barracks. He's gonna hate that. The funniest part is, like, I don't condone cheating. So I know he got married, and I'm pretty sure he got married to Weeks. But, like, who'd you get some loving with? Weeks, your wife? Yeah, no, they got some loving. Like, I just don't think it's very fair that, like, you know, she's actively getting cheated on. I might put him back in her bed so that they can keep getting like the loving and stuff like that and happy from that. But man, is he not getting he's not getting to go to bed with the other one. What the hell is he? Alright, we've got 25 talks. Are they all in good or better condition? Yes. Yes, they are. Fantastic. Okay, since I need a caravan out and I need it out pretty much stat, and I know that they're going to take a shit fight about the fact that they can't see it in the storage, I'm just going to storage this up for a moment. I found that a couple times in the past. It's like I have stuff in storage, but it's not labeled as... no, I don't want to copy that one. I want to copy this and paste it here. And let's get a caravan going. Here to you. There we go. Alright. Let's send you out with your wife, you know, with Weeks. And I'm pretty sure you were crushed on One-san, so she ain't going with you. I'll take these couple with me. Actually, no, I'm only doing a delivery. Hey, I only need two people. That'll be fine. I'll take the mufflers. Not the pregnant one. Take those ones. To take some gear with me. Now, supplies. Okay, so you do select kibble for the animals. And there's 100 there for food, so that's more than enough. Realistically, I don't kind of want to take that much rice. See, I always figure like the rice and the berries and stuff like that must be for the animals. I'm just going to take 150. And you're not going to take that much medicine, just 2 is fine. And I don't normally take bedrolls. We're going to get rid of that. That should be sufficient for food. Maybe we add in 1 package survival meal each, just for the sake of it. Because I can always sell off, like, rice if I need to. Take you down a little bit. Okay. Now, I am going to somewhere where I might be able to trade for the first time. And I'm pretty sure they're civilized. We'll take one of these. It might get attacked, though. And we'll take 400 silver. All the talks. Gotta remember to take those. Yep. That is 25. That's 9, 10. What do you call it? 14. 17. No fucking idea how to add 17 to 8. That's my calculator. Plus 8, 25. Yeah, there we go. I'll also have to make sure they pick up the guns too. Let's see. Let's take them some fucking tea. Get that the hell out of my base. I need muffler wool to stay for clothes and stuff. But I don't know which one I'm using, if I'm using plain or light leather, but I think light leather is the one not getting used. And I could really do with the potential to buy stuff if they have it. If they have anything. So I'm just going to take a few of these. Hope that I can make some sales. Take panther fur because I'm using that. I've already used up that. Guinea pig fur is hella expensive. I can carry it, they can go with it. I'll be honest, I'm